Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Just Saying Football with Jack and Sean. I'm your host, Sean Gannon, alongside my partner, Jack McNicholas. We're here to bring you news, notes, weekly updates, and game analysis of your favorite teams from around the league. If you have not had the chance, go check out our website at justsayingfootball.com and follow us on Instagram at justsayingwjs for article and video updates. Week 9 caps off this Monday night, Jack, when the Chicago Bears go to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. What are your thoughts on this one with two relatively underwhelming offenses?
Yeah, definitely underwhelming is the best way to put it right now. You know, the Bears second worst when it comes to scoring, only 15.4 points a game. The Steelers right now, they are sixth worst right now, 18 points a game. So don't expect anything too big, but these defenses are definitely something to talk about. This Monday night is definitely a reflection of the crazy week 9 that we just experienced yesterday. But the one great thing about it really is just, we get to kind of see Justin Fields against a tough defense, see how he reacts to that. And we get to see if the Steelers are kind of legit against a defense that's going to make them uncomfortable. They have 3 straight wins. Chicago has 3 straight losses. So both of them have something to prove in this one, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, with the way that the AFC North is going down and the NFC North is an opportunity for both teams to jump up and make a jump in their standings. For the Vikings lost, the Packers lost, the Bears get a win, they'll jump right in front of the Vikings, be in second place.
Yeah.
If the Steelers are able to win, they'll be tied right now with Cincinnati, who was just 2 weeks ago dominating the entire league, and they dropped 2 immediately. Cleveland just got a huge win against them, push them forward. Obviously, the Ravens just won against the Vikings, leaving them as a firm number 1 in the North. These are 2 very important games for these teams that are trying to find a way to make it into the playoffs like they did last year. But there are some injury news. No Eric Ebron for the Steelers. It's going to be a huge loss for their offense. And no Khalil Mack for the defense of the Bears. Arguably one of the best players in the NFL right now, and by far the best defensive player for the Bears.
Yeah.
Both not going to be in this game. Those are huge losses for these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we're looking at here is just, especially talking about injury, David Montgomery should be back. So I'm expecting a big run game from the Bears. But again, the Steelers, they're a tough defense. They're middle of the pack when you look at their stats, but the last 3 weeks, they've really been able to, step up. And without Khalil Mack, to make Big Ben uncomfortable, I don't know what's going to, happen with this defense. I think they're a little bit weaker against the run. Big night for Najee Harris, possibly. But Chicago right now, it's just a very interesting thing to see where they're at, especially losing a star and how they react. I'm hoping that Darnell Mooney and Allen Robinson are able to get involved in this one. We've been able to see the Steelers give up some big plays this year. But I am very interested. Like you said in the beginning, these are 2 underwhelming offenses, and you never really know what to expect. You expect, which of these teams could make more mistakes right now. But I really do want to see, Najee Harris, Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson supporting Ben in this time. I think that the Steelers could get the win. Right now, they're at home Monday night. Big Ben needs an opportunity to show that he's still Big Ben.
Yeah, no, 100%. This is definitely a team to do it against with the way that the offense of the Bears have been playing so far this season. Allen Robinson pretty much a non-factor with only 200 and 71 yards and a touchdown on the year right now. Not the kind of numbers you were expecting given the off season and what was going on. And maybe he's leaving, and then obviously they signed him the franchise tag and they bring him in, and he's going to be the wide receiver 1. And it just hasn't clicked with him in Fields yet. And you're just waiting for that to happen because he's been such a huge part of their success the last few seasons. But their offense is underwhelming. They just haven't really played to the best of their abilities, only putting up 15.4 points per game. That's not a lot of points considering, Ravens are able to put up 30, Chargers are able to put up 30, Bills can put up 20. It's just not where you want to be. Fields has shown some signs, I think, against the 49ers last week when he ran to the right side and then got completely covered, looped it back around, was able to scamper in for like a 25-yard rushing touchdown. This is a very, very different Steelers defense, like you said. I think I'm going to have to go with the Steelers in this one. I like what their defense is able to do. Big Ben has been in a lot of these situations before. I do think that his arm isn't the same as it once was, and you can see that age and injuries have now really caught up to him. He's not looking like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers or He's looking more like Drew Brees style towards the end of his career, where that shoulder is just not able to get the ball deep downfield. And without Juju Smith-Schuster, it's also their offense got hindered that much more. Expected to be a big running game, like you said. A lot of Najee Harris. He's been seeing a ton of carries and ton of looks for the team. And now with David Montgomery and how well Khalil Herbert has been running the ball, it's what the Bears to really utilize their two running back sets and really rely on their ground game for both teams to help the passing game of their quarterbacks, who have been underwhelming, as we stated.
Yeah, this could definitely be like an old school football kind of game. A lot of running and a low score with a lot of defense, but it should be a good one. I'm kind of excited to see where both these teams are at when you see them in prime time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And one thing I just want to highlight, I think one of the matchups to look at is going to be Roquon Smith against Najee Harris in the run. Smith has been a fantastic linebacker since he came into the league just a few years ago. He's not really talked about a lot as one of those top tier guys when his numbers are constantly up there and what he does on the field is next to none. So I do expect him to, with no Khalil Mack being more aware of, like, I have to make sure this run game doesn't find success. I have to beat him at the line, make sure he doesn't beat me on the one-on-ones. So I do expect a big Roquon Smith game. I'm seeing him getting over 10 tackles for sure in this one.
I love that. They're feeding Najee in Pittsburgh, and Roquon Smith's definitely on the job this week.
Yeah, 100%. But that is all the time that we have. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you everyone for listening.
Yeah, enjoy the Monday night game. Check us out. Check our breakdown here at justsayingfootball.com, Just Saying Football on YouTube and on Instagram. Get all of our updates for all of our videos and articles. Just Saying No G WJS on Instagram. Enjoy the game.
Enjoy.